Right guys, it's Bad Boy Gen V here again. What am I going to talk about today? Well, you all know that Dave Gen V is an hard bastard. Because in my last video I was calling out Tyson Fury for a spar. Now I don't think he would have seen that video, but hopefully he does at some point and I eventually get to sparring, because I'm training hard. I love training. I'm bulked my body up, I'm a lot stronger now, and I'm fit as a fiddle at the minute. And yeah, so hopefully that sparring happens at some point in the future. Who knows when. And you all know I'm an hard bastard. I put my address up, I put my phone number up. I don't give a shit, right? I know there's no one in the local area, or even in the wider area, who can take Bad Boy Gen V. I'm not someone to fuck with. I mean, the thing is, yeah, look at this. That's my fucking mantelpiece. The Black Hands of Death, the Spike Gauntlets, Nut Dust Knife combo. Not someone to be fucked with. But something that not a lot of people know about Bad Boy Gen V is he's a very big fan of Britney Spears. Yes, it's true. I'm a huge Britney Spears fan. That might weird you out a bit. You think Dave Gen V is a big fan of Britney Spears. Well, I'm a big fan of all types of music. I like heavy metal music, jazz music, classical music, all sorts. But I do think Britney Spears, of all the pop stars, like female pop stars, she's the best one. I've always thought that since Baby One More Time. Because Baby One More Time is a great video, and at the time I think she was only 16, and the performance was incredible. She looked great, sounded great, it was a great song. But you know, her career lately has kind of petered out. It's kind of took a nosedive. But I watched Britney Spears' Instagram quite closely because I'm a big fan of her, very big fan. And she's looking great at the minute. She's looking really young. Her face she's looking fresh-faced. I don't know what's happened. It's almost like she's reversed aging. I don't know, maybe she's sold her soul to the devil. Who knows? But she's looking fantastic. A few years ago, she wasn't looking that great. And now all of a sudden, her face looks like renewed. And I think, well, why not, Britney, relaunch your pop career? Why not? But you need some good music, you need some good tracks. Now, I've never actually written a song before, but believe it or not, Dave Gen V has written a song for Britney Spears called The Pop Princess of Darkness. It's a song I've written. And, well, I can actually play the guitar, but I don't own a guitar anymore. I used to have a couple of guitars, but I don't own them anymore. I sold them. So I had to use as the instrument beatboxing, the actual beatbox, right? So what I did, I got my iPhone and it's got a voice memos thing on it, and you can just record voice memos, and it's quite good sound quality. I'm not a great singer, I'm a pretty terrible singer, but I beatboxed some, like a backing track, like a beat, and I tried to put in a couple of like guitar sounds, like a guitar sound. And then I put some lyrics over the top of it that, like I said, I'm not a great singer, but I put some lyrics over the top of it. I mixed it all in a piece of software you get free with a MacBook. It's called GarageBand. It's a very basic, you know, free music mixer. And I put together a little track for Britney Spears, and I'm hoping she gets to see at some point in the future. And you know, I think if, like, it doesn't sound that great because I've done it just with beatboxing and my singing's not fantastic, but I think if it was put together by a proper sound engineer with proper instruments and Britney's, you know, talented singing voice, and then, you know, it was made all put together with a great music video as well, it could be a really great song for her. I even thought of the outfit that she could wear. The outfit that she could wear for the music video, and it'd be like a tight PVC outfit, a lot like the one worn by Catwoman in the Batman Returns film by Michelle Pfeiffer, but it'd be in red. It'd be red instead of black. And then she'd have some red ruby shoes on. I'll put a photo on of what I mean. And she'd have a little headband with some little ruby horns on, little devil horns, and there'd be like diamonds around it and stuff. It'd look cool, and that'd make a great music video. I thought a great music video that she did was "Oops, I Did It Again," and it'd be something like that. Although that was set on Mars, this music video would be set in hell. Anyway, I think that's everything I got. So I'll play the track for you now, and you know, maybe in the comments you can let me know what you think.
Satan made me do it, Satan made me do it, Satan made me sell my soul. Oh, now I'm gonna burn up, now I'm gonna burn up in his hellish hole. You asked me, was it worth it? You asked me, was it worth it? You know I'm gonna say, hell yeah. Now I'm going down to hell, going down to where the evil dwell. Satan put me under his spell. All I can say is, oh well. Don't blame me, I'm no longer just Britney. This evil man had the key to unlock me spiritually. And if you say I'm no good, then what I think is that you should believe the devil is real and he has powers that can heal. Satan made me do it, Satan made me do it, Satan made me sell my soul. Oh, now I'm gonna burn up, now I'm gonna burn up in his hellish hole. You asked me, was it worth it? You asked me, was it worth it? You know I'm gonna say, hell yeah. Now I'm going down to hell, going down to where the evil dwell. Satan put me under his spell. All I can say is, oh well. Ladies, look all at my face, so you feel cute, wow it tastes. The devil who did it changed it, fixed it down over at his place. I asked him why he did this for me, he said, you're my pop princess of darkness, Britney. Satan made me do it, Satan made me do it, Satan made me sell my soul. Oh, now I'm gonna burn up, now I'm gonna burn up in his hellish hole. You asked me, was it worth it? You asked me, was it worth it? You know I'm gonna say, hell yeah. Now I'm going down to hell, going down to where the evil dwell. Satan put me under his spell. All I can say is, oh well. Britney Spears has no fears, no longer shedding tears. Every man before Satan left her feeling all broken. Now the truth has its reveal, she knows her heart is hard like steel. There's just one thing that Britney wants, is to say F you to all you runts. Now I'm going down to hell, going down to where the evil dwell. Satan put me under his spell. All I can say is, oh well. Now I'm going down to hell, going down to where the evil dwell. Satan put me under his spell. All I can say is, oh well. Now I'm going down to hell, going down to where the evil dwell. Satan put me under his spell. All I can say is,
Okay, that's the track. Like I say, my singing, not great. My beatboxing, not great either. But I think the actual structure of the song is quite good. And with proper instruments, a proper singer in Britney, you know, a proper sound engineer to mix it all, you know, in a proper studio, it could sound pretty good. So like I said, I just did an iPhone and with GarageBand, you know. So it could be a good idea for Britney to do that track as a comeback track, to relaunch her career, considering how youthful and, you know, healthy she's looking at the minute if you go look at her Instagram. The other thing I need to talk about with Britney, some more advice I want to help her with, is her accounting. You say, Britney, you're going to help Britney's accounting. Well, this isn't just for Britney, this is for lots of people who are famous celebrities and stars, or just wealthy people. These, when you get married, say you're a wealthy person, say you're Britney Spears, you're wealthy, you're a successful pop star, got lots of money in the bank. a lot of problems that they have is caused by people marry them who are just looking to leech off them, who are just looking to take them for a ride financially, marry them for a while, and then, divorce them and take a big chunk of their money. And that's something that's happened to Britney quite a few times. I think it's happened more than once. I feel she's someone, I feel a bit sad for Britney sometimes, because I feel she's someone that's been used and abused by people around her for money, including her own father with this conservatorship. I don't know all the details. I have watched the documentary on Netflix, but I do feel she's someone that's been used and abused for money, and it's really sad. So I've tried to devise a way for her accounting to be a lot better, and something that's better than a prenuptial agreement. Because currently what they have, say a rich person, you're going to get married, you'll have a prenuptial agreement so you don't get taken for too much money. But I've tried to come up with something a bit better, and I'm going to talk about it now. So we'll go have a look at that now. Now, Britney's accounting. This could apply for any other star, film star, any rich person that's got a lot of money, thinking of getting married. You might want to do this to avoid getting taken for a ride financially if that marriage ends in divorce, right? So the first thing you need to do is set up, in the UK it's called a limited liability company in your name. So if Britney lived in the UK, it'd be Britney Spears Limited, right? But in the US it's a bit different. I think they can have it in some states. You can have it called a limited liability company, but also it's called incorporated or corporated. It's a bit different there, but it's the same thing essentially. And what that is a separate financial entity from you, Britney Spears the person. So imagine I'm Britney Spears, I've got my money in my bank account, right? I've got millions in the bank account, right? And then if I get married to someone and then divorce from them, they can take a lot of that money. What you need to do, someone like Britney Spears needs to put all that money into a limited liability company, right? And that's a separate financial entity. Now that limited liability company needs to be used to pay for pretty much everything in Britney's life, whether it be houses. Houses can be claimed as business expenses. So Britney Spears could buy a big fancy house, and it's her office. That's her business address, and it's under the limited liability company, or in the US, incorporated company, Britney Spears Incorporated. All the expenses for running that house, again, it's all claimed under business expenses. Holidays are business trips. So say Britney Spears wants to go on holiday to Hawaii, right? Right, that's a business trip. So that comes under business expenses, not under Britney Spears, the person. Everything, almost everything, is paid for by a company, right? Now you've got to remember, the person she's marrying is marrying Britney Spears. They're not marrying the separate financial entity, which is the company. They're marrying Britney Spears. So what Britney Spears then needs to do is draw out a small income just for her personal living costs. Very small, a couple of $1,000 a month, maybe $1,000 a month, just for her personal living expenses. Now a home address, this is the great part, this is what she needs to do. A home address should not be any of these big flashy homes, because her ex-partner, when she's got divorced from someone, will try to get half of that house value, or maybe even get the house, who knows. So what she needs to have as a personal address is a crappy piece of shit trailer, caravan, something like that. That's her personal address, just on some caravan site. So that in a divorce, the only thing her ex can get is half of that flipping caravan, half of that trailer, crappy old trailer. Also, her personal car. So she's got all these fancy cars. She's got Bentleys, she's got Rolls Royces, she's got flipping whatevers. I don't know, Ferrari, whatever. those are all business cars under Britney Spears Incorporated, right? Or if it was in the UK, Britney Spears Limited Liability, right? Her personal car is just some crappy, rusty, old banger, right? She drives around in the flash cars, and all the expenses for those cars, you know, the servicing, petrol, maintenance cost, all of that, it's all paid for by the business, okay? But you know, a personal car is just a bag of crap. So again, her ex-husband will only then get half of that piece of crap car that's worth next to nothing, and he gets half of the piece of crap trailer, you know, some crappy old trailer that's her personal address. That's definitely something she needs to do. The other thing she needs to do is if she buys, say she has a husband, and when it's all happy-go-lucky, everyone's happy to get, you know, she's happy with them and all that, and it's going well, she might decide to buy them things, like a fancy Rolex. Let's say she buys her husband a fancy Rolex that costs 20 grand, right? That needs to be paid for by Britney Spears Incorporated. If it's UK, Britney Spears Limited Liability. Because on the event of a divorce, that's company property. That 20 grand Rolex that she gave to her ex, who's, you know, guy who's now an ex, that 20 grand Rolex on her wrist, that's company property of Britney Spears Incorporated, which means that has to be returned to Britney Spears Incorporated. So it would. This is something I think a lot of the rich, famous people need to do, because they're targets for leeches, for people who want to befriend them, get to know them, fall in love with them, and then down the line take them for a ride for as much money as they can. And that's happened to Britney Spears, and I think it would continue to happen into the future if she doesn't do this plan of mine with the accounting. It's better than a prenup. A prenup's good. A prenup's better than nothing. But I think this is something that would be better than a prenup. I've thought about it quite a bit, and I definitely think this is a great idea for Britney Spears and anyone else that's you know, wealthy. It would also help on child maintenance. So say you got, I don't know, someone like George Clooney, right? Rich guy, imagine he's got a lot of money, and he splits up with his wife, and they got kids together. He would then have to pay a lot in child maintenance for those kids. It could be something he might want to do to try and limit how much child maintenance he'll have to pay. Because if he puts everything under his everything in his personal name, it's just crap stuff. It's a crappy trailer as his home address, some crap, or maybe a crappy, I don't know, crappy mobile home, or just something really cheap crap, and then a crappy car, and a very crappy income from his incorporated company, from his limited liability company. She's never going to be able to get much on the child maintenance. So I'm sure George Clooney's very happy with his wife and all that. But I'm just saying, you know, it could be something, if you're a very rich person, you might want to do that's better than a prenuptial. It's an idea from Bad Boy Gen V. I think it's a pretty good idea. I have loads of ideas. I'm an ideas guy. That's what I do. So anyway, yeah, that's the end of the video, and hope you enjoyed the video, and see you later.